You have a favorite Bulls?
Oh, I mean, my favorite in real life was that I went to a game when I was 12 years old. I found $50 on the floor. I got to buy some Bulls gear with that money, and the Bulls won. So that was a great one.
With the pressures of being a comedian, how does a game like 2K help you with some of the pressure?
Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. I'm Kevin Harlan, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg joining me courtside with our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Butler out there with Quentin Post. Then there's Dixon. Then it's Curry. And it's Kuminga in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Hornets, Plumlee is at center and Bridges next to him. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. And it's Knipple in at the 3. Well, it's a festive night in the NBA and all across the world. New Year's Eve. Greg, do players enjoy taking the court tonight?
Yeah, most do. It comes with the territory of being a pro athlete. And I'll tell you guys what, these fans are pumped up. This is going to be a great atmosphere.
So off the tip, it's Charlotte. Miller with the ball. Outside, Ball. And Ball slams it in.
A master at creating space in the two-man game. That's LaMelo Ball.
Down low, here's Dixon. The Hornets pull it in. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game. Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
And so here's Charlotte. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Here's Curry following the score by Charlotte. A nice shot by Dixon.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
For Charlotte, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Knocks it loose. 6 on the shot clock. And that'll be Charlotte as it goes out of bounds. Hornets retain possession. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I briefly spoke with Charles Lee. He said, let's be honest, Jimmy Butler is one guy we have to be aware of at all times. When it comes to a player who's as versatile as he is, that means the team has to be versatile too. That means showing Butler various looks and various defenders. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Outside, Ball. Pass to Bridges. 6 to shoot. Tipped away. Butler with the steal. This one for 3. And that drops in from beyond the arc. 3-pointer from Dixon. Dixon's got 7 points. Hornets trail by 3. Miller outside. To halt the run. And Miller throws it down hard.
Add that to the highlight reel for Miller. I'm sure it'll grow quickly.
Clark, the future of the league is bright with the likes of Brandon Miller roaming the floor.
Yeah, I like him a lot. In 2024, he was 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting. Chet and Wemby were the 2 guys ahead of him, and we know how good both of those guys are. I think he's in a great position to continue to grow and potentially be an all-star. Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Kuminga, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Ball kicks to Bridges. Now Ball. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game.
Hey, Ball has tremendous confidence, oozing with confidence. He feels like he can cross up anybody defending.
So it's the Warriors now, following the bucket by the Hornets. Out to the right wing, Dixon. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And that's 10 points for Smooth.
Leading the charge. What a huge quarter for him.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Hornets. They trail by 6. Pass to Miller. Back to Ball. From deep three-point territory. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Ball will not let his opponent just own the arc. He can knock it down from there, too. So competitive.
Wow, he got waxed on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Warriors shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Both free throws good from Dixon. Over the last 2 decades, Kemba Walker has been one of the few bright spots, Clark, for Charlotte basketball.
Yeah, you look back at his time there, he led the Hornets to their last 2 playoff appearances, Kevin. He retired as their all-time leading scorer, and now they're thrilled to have Kemba Walker back as a player enhancement coach.
4 on the clock. Deep 2 from Ball. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Pass to Dixon. And the Warriors miss again. Hornets trail by 3. And here is Ball, guarded by Kerr. Yep, that one goes. Ball's got 11 points.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here. He's lifting up this team with his offensive output. What a big-time quarter for him.
Bridges passes the ball. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
And a miss there on the triple from Dixon.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Here's Ball. The Warriors making the shot. And Knipple slams it in.
That's an emphatic message from Knipple, letting everyone know he's arrived.
Over in the corner, Kuminga. Knipple with the rebound. Charlotte trailing. Bounce pass from Bridges. Outside, Ball. Over Dixon. Pass the Ball. Lays it up off the glass. Ball's got 16 points.
Boy, making it look very easy. Ball has been unguardable tonight.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Nice game. Great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
He just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beat him.
And some changes here for the Hornets. James comes in for Knipple. And it's Colin Sexton in for Brandon Miller. Different look here for the Warriors. Al Horford is checked in for Quentin Post. Draymond Green comes in for Butler. Moody's checked in for Kuminga. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Curry. Here's Pajemski. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Now, here's Sexton. He's guarded by Dixon. Knocked away. Unloads from 13. It's good on the putback.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Plays it up and banks it in. 17 points in the game.
He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I would.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Sexton. And yes, it's good. Sexton's got the game tied up here for Charlotte.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Dixon's shot is off. And it's the Hornets ball. And Sexton slams it in.
And how about the leaping ability there on the slam? I love how Sexton just rises up with confidence inside.
Here's Dixon, defended by Bridges. A nice shot by Dixon.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
So it's the Warriors now, following the bucket by the Hornets. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Plumlee is checked in for Miles Bridges. Knipple comes in for James. And Miller, he's checked in for Ball. And it's Trey Mann in for Sexton.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
For Charlotte, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And Golden State looking at who they've got. They've got Jimmy Butler. Witten Post is out there with Kuminga. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Dixon in at the point guard position. Charlotte's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And there's a foul called on Trey Mann. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Good on the bucket.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And Quentin Post gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Plumlee. No scoring in this one. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
When you have that kind of size advantage, you just need to go right to the rim.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hi, guys. Well, Smooth in their last game against Brooklyn put on a show. He picked up 66 points, and plus, he nabbed a couple boards. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure. And draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
The Hornets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything. And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
And finished off by Kuminga.
The assist.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Here's Plumlee. Hits the three-point bomb. Plumlee's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's clearly a recent trend. Big guys who can shoot it from distance.
And Kuminga throws it down.
Hey, you know what he lacks in size, he makes up for with his vertical.
Hornets trail by 5. Pass to Plumlee. To the paint. Butler with the steal. And it's the Warriors on the break. A nice shot by Dixon. And it's 29 points for Smooth.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Here's Mann. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
And as we're reaching the end of the calendar year, here's a great chance to delve into the updated power rankings. Taking a look at the Hornets, they couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And I think for Golden State, they've done a great job of just staying in their lane, following their game plan and remaining as consistent as anyone, which can be encouraging moving forward.
Charlotte moving it around. Clock at 6. Knipple with it. Kuminga picks him up. They grab their own miss. That one good for 2. 6 points for him.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Yep, it counts. Hornets trail by 7. Poke loose. Here's Dixon. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And good that time. Dixon's got 31.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Mann passes to Miller. Misses the 3.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Here's Dixon. He's guarded by Plumlee. Outside Butler. From deep, Jimmy Butler.
You get the feeling Butler was ready to let that one fly before the ball got to him.
Miller outside. To stop the run, and it's Miller with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Boy, I tell you what, you can't even compare their numbers at the free throw line last season to the numbers this year. I mean, they are so much better.
Charlotte making a switch here. Sexton's checked in. And there's another one for the Hornets.
Just a creative ball handler. Sexton does a really good job with his change of speeds and direction, keeping the defender off balance. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Hornets trail by 12. And Sexton slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Defenders going at Colin Sexton should be mindful of his prowess in the paint, Greg. He's pretty tricky.
That's right, Kevin. We tend to think of guards like Sexton as perimeter pests, but Collins a real plus when he's in close. Let him slip by you, and it's a deuce.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Plumlee. And Ball subbed in for Knipple. And stolen by Miller. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Butler. Warriors leading by 9. Here's Dixon. 33 points for him. Curry outside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And the Hornets making a change here. James is checked in. Golden State also making some changes. Al Horford, he's checked in for Quentin Post. Green comes in for Butler. And it's Moses Moody in for Curry. Sexton kicks to Bridges. The kick out to Ball. From outside, off the mark. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They've held a 12-point lead early. Here's Dixon. He's covered by Ball. 5 on the clock. Here's Green. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
The defense was far from awful. However, he still got to make these shots, in my opinion.
Ball, the pass to James. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists in the game. Timeout called the Warriors. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways.
So it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The Warriors, 73.